in line with the regulations.
Alpine honestly seemed like a car that really could get a good charge.
Have all these teams fighting for the
they always finish in the top 10. They look so good.
Mercedes are on.
What is going on, guys? It is JJ here, back with a new video. And now, obviously, before we get into this video, please go check out Perspective's original video. I left his channel and the original video links in the description below. I hate to do this because he literally just dropped this video, but I was going to do a video of my own on this anyway, and I feel like watching his, because he's got a much better formulated F1 opinion than I do, would make a whole lot of sense. But it's not necessarily a Ferrari rant that we're going to take a look at today. It is a rant about the cars and about the 2022 season in general, just from my perspective that I've had, this being my first season. So I'm what they're trying to target by making things, more competitive, making things more action-packed. And believe me, there has been a good amount of action. There have been, I think, more good races this year than duds. Just porpoising, please, for the love of God, FIA, help cars and drivers fix it. It's so ugly. And once you actually learn what it is, you see it more prevalently, and it sucks. Like the Mercedes especially. Not that, they should fix it on their own. They really should learn how to fix their own problem. But every car has had it. Even Kevin Magnussen in the Haas is having it. Like, it's ugly and disgusting. B, Ferrari. I've never actually seen such an implosion, like such a choke job. And their composure completely rattled in Monaco. Monaco completely rattled them, I think. And I think it is the end of the season for Ferrari. And it sucks to say that because it is still so early. But unless Red Bull start having the same power unit issues that they did the first two races, which they won't, they've definitely fixed it, then I don't see this getting drawn back into the Drivers' Championship or the Constructors' Championship. I think it's over. LeClerc has sat on pole for the last 4 races and has not won a single one of them. So Ferrari, you're setting a great car for timed laps and not for racing the competition. Like that, it blows my mind that that's the case. But anyway, we're gonna list the Perspectives Ferrari rant because I feel like he's got really, really good points. And after watching Baku, especially that double DNF in Baku, I want to know what Ferrari can do, or if he even has hope in Ferrari. So yeah, let's get into the video. As well, guys, like I said earlier, you can find Perspective's original channel, the link to his channel, and the original video down in the description below. Let's get into it.
So I just finished watching the race. It literally finished like, 20 minutes ago. I must say, wow, I mean, for Ferrari, it's just not looking that good, I guess. Now, I'm not that angry. I'm actually probably more disappointed.
And he's a Ferrari fan too. I forgot about that.
I think that now we are at a point that in this season, I do think Red Bull are stronger. I think they probably are going to win the championship, and
but I think Ferrari have the better car. I really do think they have the better car. It's just, what can you do?
I do think it is Max Verstappen that is going to do it. I still think Ferrari have the pace. They are still very competitive, but these mistakes are just, like you can see from the reaction of Charles Leclerc after the race. I mean, he just seems like he just doesn't really have much interest in answering the questions about like what's going on. He just seems very unmotivated by it all, kind of let down a little bit, and I guess that's how all Ferrari fans feel at the moment. Now, when you're in a championship fight, we know that it is very important to get things right. I mean, Monaco, for example, the pit situation, whatever happened there, that was a
awful.
big moment.
It was absolutely awful.
It kind of does raise the question again, have Ferrari learned their lesson on strategy? And reliability is a big one. We know Red Bull have suffered from some reliability problems, but I think Ferrari are worse off in terms of reliability problems, because I do think Red Bull are stronger, and I think they are the more complete package when you look at the car. Ferrari haven't won a championship since 2007. It's been such a long time for a team that is so massive, so historic, so successful,
and they spend so much time working on the car too. 2022 was primed for Ferrari to just go into the stratosphere. Do you guys remember how mad Max Verstappen was and how good he was saying the Ferrari was at the beginning of the year? And now it's a complete wash.
Some of the retirements today, 4 of the retired cars from my memory were Ferrari power units. And I mean, that just says a lot about what's kind of going on at the moment. I feel like 2 engine failures from Ferrari themselves in the same race it's just a bit too much. I mean, it's just like, come on, like it's really just not working. Now, if we look at Spain as well, I mean, it's just so incredibly frustrating and just...
Because Barcelona would have been an easy Leclerc win.
Now, I tweeted yesterday
would have been an easy Leclerc win.
I really do like Charles Leclerc's qualifying strength. I think his qualifying has been a big highlight of his career so far, and I wanted to see him convert them into race wins, because ultimately that's what matters. But
Barcelona would have been.
Like,
Barcelona 100% would have been.
Like what's kind of happening isn't even really Charles Leclerc's fault. Sure, he didn't get the best start, but either way, he had an engine failure, so he was kind of doomed from the beginning, sort of. Obviously, Ferrari are going to investigate this and probably make sure, or at least I hope, that this will not happen again. But it is just, I understand, like, I'm seeing a lot of Ferrari fans get really upset on social media. I was reading
As they
on
should.
Instagram before. I mean, there's a lot of angry Ferrari fans at the moment, because this is the best season, this is the best chance for Ferrari, I think, to win the championship, because...
He said it best. He honestly did say it best. Like this, especially with how bad Red Bull started, all they needed was Leclerc to just keep doing what he was doing. Like, had he finished the race in Barcelona, it's an easy Ferrari win. It would have been a Red Bull 2-3, but Carlos Sainz... Oh, no, Carlos... That's the other thing, is that Carlos Sainz has not been a good number 2 driver at all. So, like, honestly, whether Leclerc was able to keep it in the mix, even Carlos Sainz was kind of letting it down. Like, nothing can, like, the pieces just aren't coming together. Like, it's just awful to think about.
I actually think Ferrari had a better chance at winning the championship this year than next year, and that is because Mercedes could figure out their problems. They could be up there. A few other teams might kind of get more in line with the regulations.
Alpine honestly seemed like a car that really could get a good charge.
Have all these teams fighting for the championship.
They always finish in the top 10. It looks so good.
Mercedes are obviously that top tier, the top 3 teams. And obviously Mercedes, they're not going to win the championship this year, but I think next year they're going to be very good. They're going to improve. They might even be up there. They'll get it right, I think, in my opinion. And I think this year it's their best chance, because if you look at it that way, I mean, it's Red Bull that they're competing with. They don't have Mercedes really to worry about. So reliability is crucial. It's going to matter massively, and as we can see, it has cost Ferrari big time. I mean, looking at Ferrari now compared to looking at Ferrari after the Bahrain Grand Prix, I mean, it's completely different. I think I feel like we're dealing with 2 completely different teams and what form they are in. It's disappointing, because I don't want Ferrari to be, you know, that team that's like, oh, typical Ferrari, like they're a meme. Sort of
they are memeing the hell out of their own season.
You know, I really do support this team and always have. So it's just very disappointing. You know, you want to dot your I's, cross your T's, get things right, stay on top of things. You know, not have these issues, these hiccups, because you know when you're up against Max Verstappen, Sergio Perez, and Red Bull, who are just a great team. I mean, it's not going to end very well. I guess that's all I have to say. I mean,
okay, that's fair. Honestly, I figured I had to hear what a Ferrari fan had to say about this. I'm shocked he isn't more mad. I'm livid, and I'm not even a Ferrari fan. Like, I just want to see the competition. I love the drama, the atmosphere, what it brings to the sport. And honestly, it kind of deflates you for like the rest of the season, because you think Ferrari, you're gonna Ferrari it up. They're gonna do great in qualifying, and they're gonna shit the bed in the race. Mercedes are gonna sit there in like 5 and 6 and wait for Ferrari to mess it up. And Red Bull are gonna win with either Verstappen or Checo. Like, our eyes are slowly turning, like the eye of Mordor, from Leclerc versus Verstappen, Ferrari versus Red Bull, to Leclerc versus Verstappen versus Checo, to Verstappen versus Checo, Red Bull alone. Like that is essentially what we've moved to. And it sucks to think about that because I just wanted to see them compete in this season. Going into this, which I said this from like January or February, I wanted to see like a 3 or 4 team driver championship, constructors championship, where it was like Mercedes, McLaren, Ferrari, Red Bull, or Alpine or AlphaTauri, like any of them, and then like a 4-person driver championship where it'd be like Hamilton, Verstappen, Carlos Sainz, Leclerc, like those types of deals. And instead, we are just getting a complete wash from Red Bull. They're 1-2 right now. Leclerc's moved back to 3rd now into the race. Checo got a good 19 points in the race, moves up. It's going to be Checo versus Verstappen, and you know it's going to be Verstappen because Red Bull are smart. They put all their eggs in the Verstappen basket. So it's like the season is done. Like if I could put a bet out for Max Verstappen to win the world title right now, I probably would. You'd have safe money. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and peace.